All right, now we're going to label the leads up here, and now we're going to take one of these units and insert it back in the frame. What we've done is we've put some of these in already, and what we've done is left the screws here loose so that you can flex this a little bit. And the screws back here are tight because we've already put them in. The first thing you want to do is orient this so that this contact is put in first into the actuator. So you're going to take this screw out right here because that's going to be in the way. It'll be put back in a couple more instances, but for right now you'll take it out. All right, so then what you're going to do is you're going to sit there, and I don't know if the camera can see it. We'll move the actuator up and line up the pin with the hole. We're going to line up the pin with the hole number 2. There we go, that's 2. And then we're going to line up pin with number 3. Don't worry about the contacts. They can flex quite a bit before they break. And line up pin number 4. And once you line up all 4 pins, and one just popped out, we'll just put it back. Okay, once you line up all 4 pins, you want to orient it this way. And another one just popped out, so I'm going to try that again. There we go, that's in now. All right, you want to orient it so that it's this way and flexed this way. All right. What you want to do is take the tab at the bottom and insert it into this rail right here like this. We've tried that and that didn't work. We'll try it one more time because I'm trying to do this for the camera, and sometimes the camera can't see where I can. And oh yes, if you happen to have one of those nice little LED headlamps, this would work out very well because then you shine it right on the spot. All right, we're going to sit there and put this into the bottom like that. You see it? Mm-hmm. And then we're then going to spread, very carefully spread the unit, and then pop it in. And we're going to make sure that the contact goes through. That one is a little bent, but that's all right. We'll just bend it back with the long nose. There we go. Once we have this into the frame, you want to come to the front, and then you want to take the contacts and put them into their proper space inside the bus bars. Now this one's in, this one's in, this one's in, this one's not. So we're going to take that one and move that up like this. Alright, so there we have the contacts in the bus bar. And when you have the first 6 done here, you can then come back and put on the spring on the bottom. And that'll push them all up. And then you continue doing this. So you continue working from left to right. When you get to the end here, when you get to the end, the last 6, you can put in the screw here and tighten this screw here, but leave these 2 open till you're done. And that's one way you can sit there and do this. Now, like I said, once you've got the wires spliced on here, you can get to any contact by turning this over and soldering with a soldering iron, and that's it. Alright, we're removing the oxide. Instead of scraping with an X-Acto, we've got a Dremel tool and a sand block, and we're taking the oxide off the connectors, and we only need to do this on one side so we can solder a wire to it. And we're not going to wire wrap to this anymore. The solder should do it. You'll have to do this for each one of the contacts in the back, and you'll have to pre-tin them with solder. Okay, this is the moment of truth for tinning, and we're pre-tinning all of the contacts, and you're going to find there are a few that aren't going to want to tin no matter what you do, and you'll just have to come back and scrape the hell out of them, like these two right here. They won't tin, and they're just too far gone. They'll be scraped even further. But that one will tin. Nope, that one won't tin. That one does. That one does. And that one does. You're going to find pre-tinning is important, because if you come back to attach the wires tomorrow, they'll be oxidized again. They won't take solder. So you'll have to do this on the same day, preferably within an hour or so of scraping them down. Mind you, I had 3 here that wouldn't take solder, so I got to come back to those. And it's important you clamp this in a position such as what I've got now. That one doesn't want to take either. Right there. You can see the ones that do and the ones that don't. And the ones that don't, you'll have to come back and re-scrape and then re-tin. Now this is going to be tack soldered. They're not going to be wire wrapped. The wires we attach will be just tacked on with, they'll be pre-tinned and tacked on with a little bit of solder. Alrighty, so what we've done so far is we've scraped all the pins clean. We've pre-tinned them all, and what you're going to do for each lead, you strip one about 1/4 of an inch, the other one about 5/16. You want to tin them first. This is the end that's going to go to the harness in the VOX, and this is the end that goes to the switch that we have there. We got a little drop of solder on there, and we're going to mate it with the other one, hold it steady till it sets, and that's it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to do the bottom one first, and we've chosen green for that color. We've do the second one up, which is yellow, the third one up, which is orange, and the fourth one up, which is at the top, is red. Now this is the key, is actually up here on the piano, so this is the key side, and you're looking at, this is the lowest octave and this is the highest octave, and so therefore, we're going to do this for each one of the four octaves and then one additional key. It's a lot of wire, and unfortunately, had they done this initially, changing a contact would be much easier. But the important thing, of course, is to get in there with the iron and do your thing without going crazy. It's a couple of hours later, and as you can see, we've got more than half the keyboard done, but we've still got another half to go, and in a couple of minutes more. It's taking an average of about 5 to 10 minutes to do a key or two, so it'll take a little while, and we'll have 2.5 octaves, and then we'll continue on to do the rest. Of course, the harness is starting to look nice in this area right here, and that can, once that's straightened out, that can be tie wrapped and look very effective. But as you can tell, this takes a lot of time and patience. Like I said, this is something you don't want to do if you're a beginner. And the important thing is to get all the wires back where you found them. Otherwise, it won't come up right. Okay, we're here back on the VOX. We've got all the wires attached, and as you can see, it's a fairly neat arrangement on the harness. We've done it with no screw-ups as far as I can tell. Again, this is not something for the faint of heart or someone who is not experienced. We're going to put them back on. with the screws here, and then the corner here and here. And we're going to get the rest of the wiring done. There's one additional wire that needs to be straightened out, and that's a ground wire on this end. And at the other end, there's of course the 4 buses. And that at that point in time, we're going to be able to fire this up and see just how good we did. And let's see, we're going to sit there and get this done. We gotta wire this up to the ground. This ground is important. It keeps it from ciphering when you don't have a key pressed. And then we're just extending the ground wire by a little amount. In this case, about 6 inches. We've all extended all the other wires, and that goes up here. There we go. And we're going to shrink the sleeving on that ground. We don't want it coming loose and touching anything. And then we're going to go to the other side, and then we're going to attach the individual areas of the unit. There's 4 buses in here, and from top to bottom they are yellow, orange, red, brown. So we're going to sit there and prepare these. The leads here are a little worn down, so we're going to trim them and re-splice.